Hey guys, welcome to Parent Cafe Live. This video we are going to be talking about STEAM or STEM in the summer. So that is science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Art is a new addition in the last 2 years. So some of you might only recognize STEM. But this type of learning is amazing for so many reasons. And we want to help bridge that summer gap, which we've talked about before, where kids might lose some of the skills they learned during the school year over the summer. So we keep their brain engaged and curious, and it practices that good habit, through the rest of their life. So if in the summer they get excited to learn some more, they'll want to do summer camps, they'll want to read books, they'll want to explore, create their own experiments, and just be curious, which is amazing. So having STEM/STEAM in your life is not hard to do. Anything can be turned into STEAM. So I have a bunch of book resources. So if you guys ever wanted to come check one out, you just need to contact me. Right now we have open libraries from 10 to 2 on Wednesdays. But so let's see, I have Nature in a Nutshell. So, this one would be good for nature walks too, but it's looking at and exploring natural sciences. Science in Seconds for kids. So 100 experiments you can do in 10 minutes or less. So a lot of these are kitchen experiments or things when you're doing yard work. Cat paws, egg shapes, nails. I've never seen a snail in my yard. That'd be cool. If anybody finds a snail in your yard, you should post it on our Facebook and share it, because I really want to see a snail. Different things with rainbows using kitchen things. Way to make a little not a telescope. Oh my goodness. I can't even think. The thing where you listen to your heart, with the ears. I don't know why I can't think of that word right now. It'll come to me. So these are some other really cool books. I have Awesome Engineering Activities, STEAM Lab for Kids, Outdoor Science Lab, Awesome Kitchen Science Experiments. I found all these on Amazon and they weren't super expensive. So if your kid had a specific interest, these are under $10. I know that. They're under $10 a piece. If you have Kindle, I think you can get these ones as well through the Kindle app. And sometimes they have the unlimited ones that are free too for viewing through your Kindle. But if you go to Pinterest, you can find a bazillion blog posts. So a lot of parents blog and vlog, and they create videos and instructions with lots of pictures. That's where I find a lot of my stuff. Sometimes I can't replicate it exactly, but it gives me somewhere to go. And they found it somewhere once upon a time too, right? They maybe all found these in books that they had. They just kind of keep reproducing books that I found some older ones that are in our library here. And they're pretty cool too. Some of them aren't as hands-on pictures, but there's questions and interesting facts and things in them that really promote curiosity in our kids. So there's a lot of reasons why we want to encourage STEAM learning in our kids, and the opportunity we have in the summer is tremendous to do it. And there's lots of good reasons to be doing that. So let's name a few of the reasons why it is beneficial to use STEAM education. So the number one reason is it improves creativity. So a lot of it is it's process art. It's all about the experience, not so much what the end product is. And so when you're using critical thinking skills with your creativity and you're recording things, you get to ask more questions and be more curious and find more answers to the questions and explore those. STEAM can increase team collaboration. So a lot of times you're doing it with somebody else and you get different roles and you work together to find things. Develops communication skills. Hello, who doesn't need that? giving your kids that like empowerment to talk about their learning, to be confident in what they're asking questions about, because it is scary not to know, and then to ask questions, and to talk to each other and maybe challenge a peer. So how many of you took science classes, in middle school, high school, and you weren't comfortable talking about it? You didn't want to be wrong, so you didn't say anything, or you just kind of felt defeated going in. So building competencies early is really essential for academic success. And academic success doesn't mean somebody's going to get an A in like honors biology or chemistry. Like, that's not what I mean. But, they are going to learn a lot more tactics and skills that are going to help them as adults. Tactics and skills that will help them as they move up in school. Because as you get older, there's more like independent learning and independent direction. Like, you get a syllabus and you have deadlines and dates, but it helps like organize things and organize thoughts, and like where to start when they're doing their own science experiments and things as they get older. So empowering critical thinking skills. So we keep asking, and we can always reframe, well, what do you think? And let them really dig deeper. And their base of knowledge, as like a 4-year-old might not come to the same conclusions that a 10-year-old or a 15-year-old would have. And that's okay. Like, it's all age appropriate. And they get to use their imagination and try to figure things out. It boosts curiosity, which we've talked about a lot. Improves cognitive skills. So you think of like literacy, math, all the things that we use our brains to perform tasks with, and anything in schools like that, right? Explore STEM careers in early ages. So I showed you guys a book the other day, Dress Like a Girl, and there was a lot of amazing jobs that girls can have that historically have been dubbed as men's roles or men's jobs, and that's doesn't have to be. Letting kids know that maybe, if they're coming from a background where their parents didn't go to college, and maybe their parents aren't super competent in STEAM stuff and they're kind of scared, starting young is really fun because you get to learn more, and they're way more forgiving, if you fumble. And it's not as intimidating. So starting early is really helpful. And letting them know all the possibilities of jobs that they can be. Like, sometimes, like, if it's not your field or you're familiar with it, you might not even know what goes into it. You might not even know, like, what skills would make for, like, an engineer or something. And that there's, like, a bunch of different types of engineers. And being an architect, being an artist, being a math teacher, a mathematician, scientists of a million things, health sciences, being a doctor, being a counselor, a social worker. I mean, there's just so many things. There's all the trades as well, like welding. So there's like fabrication and building things. Like, there's just so many jobs that do require STEAM skills. And even if you don't directly go into something that's science, technology, engineering, arts, or maths, having these critical thinking skills help in every job, every life. As we become adults, there's a lot of things we have to figure out. As we're teenagers, there's a lot of things we try to figure out on our own. And hopefully our parents are guiding us and letting us do that. Another thing that is beneficial is learning how to take the initiative. So jumping on it. So if we show over the summer, like, hey, let's do this. I know it's not school, but we can still learn and have fun. Kids are going to be more proactive. And the more we encourage learning and show that it's, not a punishment and not just like this, hard thing that you have to go through and that's your job as a kid, we can encourage their excitement about learning. Enhances media literacy. So technology being in there. And a lot of our science, arts, maths, like a lot of that is through different media technology, and how to navigate and find resources. And, you know, our libraries aren't traditional paper ones anymore. So just getting savvy on that. The next one is, the number 10 is BOAST social emotional learning. So working on these communications, building confidence, building competency, building self-worth, creating this space where you're learning with your kids and you're making it fun. You're teaching them so many amazing things. Like, you just don't even realize it. Just by being there and supporting that, and supporting a journey of curiosity. That gives people confidence to use their critical thinking skills and make decisions and learn from mistakes and get out there, take the initiative to like live their life to the fullest they can, right? So like, how beautiful is that? We didn't even like fathom that that would be summer STEAM, right? That you're helping prepare your kids for like emotional security as well. There is a lot of research and articles about how STEAM learning is good. But let's say you don't have time to create things. Let's say you don't even know where to start. Adding another book to your library is just not in it for you. I've talked about Pinterest, Etsy, and Teachers Pay Teachers. So lots of blogs out there. So if the website, Buy Science Demo Guide, 10 Fun Summer STEM Box Challenges. So super cute. It's a little book, STEM engineering process. So it talks about the whole process, which is nice with these cute little animations. I love that they're little like aliens, because I feel like it just hits a broader range of ages as well. Gives you instructions on how to put it together, suggested materials. A lot of this stuff you guys probably already have. I've talked about this before. And I am quite certain almost all of this is at the dollar store. So you wouldn't have to break the bank to purchase this stuff either. I do have some of this stuff. So if you guys are interested, please let me help you build a little summer STEAM box. Like, I have this stuff and I'd rather it go somewhere where people want to create. Maybe I'll just make some. Wouldn't that be cool? So then it has these challenge cards that go with it. So like quiet boxes, you know, we've heard of those where you build little box things for kids to sit and quietly play or learn. This is kind of like that. There's a planning sheet where they can list and sketch ideas, and reflection sheet. What was the problem to solve? How did you solve the problem? How could you improve your solution? And if kids are younger, you're going to be doing a little bit more of this with them, because you might have to help them write. I know my kindergartner could probably write at least one sentence. It might not be all spelt right, but it's going to sound out like the word, and do that, and make sure they're practicing that writing if they have that skill. Or maybe you ask them and you write it out and then have them like try to copy that if they're, you know, not as far as being able to sound out the words and write. Like, look at how you can support that. So this was a really sweet little thing. Let's see. This one is with the kids. So I found this one off of Pinterest as well, but you could go to Teachers Pay Teachers and find some just random STEM. You could type in summer STEM and see. So this is just a bunch of STEM projects, kind of like these little cards that we just looked at in the STEM box challenges. I thought this one was really cool, and I have some like cards for different shapes that Aiden can do, and his are with marshmallows and toothpicks. This one's got jelly beans and toothpicks. I know we all probably have extra Easter jelly beans that we would like to get rid of. So they're just making shapes and stuff. So this is engineering with jelly beans. So they're making cubes with toothpicks and jelly beans and then trying to stack them. So that would be really fun. There's some kitchen science in here. Like, this is all stuff that they ran through and found in their house. As kids get a little bit bigger, they have some things you do with like batteries. Ooh, this one's really fun. It's like a maze with a box, and you use straws, some tape, and like a little ping pong ball. Yeah, so many fun, easy, fun things. So, things to paint with Legos. Come on, that's cool, right? So let's see. I will share the link to this one, but it's 21 STEAM projects for learning all summer. And it is beautiful. Like, I'm excited. We're going to do some of these at my house. So, there's no shortage of places you guys can find resources if you're not sure where to start or where to go. You don't have to be like a scientist to teach, you know, science, technology, engineering, arts, and maths. There's fun ways to explore it. You don't have to have all the words. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to build curiosity and help promote that exploration in your kids. So I hope these end up on your bucket list. Hint, hint, another video coming soon. For things to do during the summer. We look forward to talking to you again real soon. Please like, subscribe our channel, and hit the notifications bell so you can get updates on new uploads. Thanks.